or it can be stated as also motion in plane. So before starting to this syllabus, we need to know few things, or better, we need a very detailed discussion on vector algebra. What is vector quantity? We know there are two physical quantity. One is scalar quantity, another is vector quantity. What is scalar quantity? The quantity which have only magnitude, but there is no need to specify the direction of the motion or direction of the quantity. That is called scalar quantity. And what is vector quantity? The physical quantity which need both direction and magnitude, that is called scalar quantity. Vector quantities examples are velocity, acceleration, means direction specification is very much needed here, and scalar quantities, speed, then time, these are all scalar quantities. Now in this chapter or during the whole 11, 12, whatever you will study physics, you need a detailed conceptual knowledge regarding vector algebra. So this chapter is very much important for you. Too much importance of this chapter. First, let's go how we are denoting a vector. Remember here, not only we will tell regarding vector, we will denote it vector as a separate quantity. We will do the mathematics on that. We will apply that mathematical knowledge on other chapter to clarify of our knowledge. So let's begin with that. First of all, vector quantity, as I said, the quantity which have both magnitude and direction. Then how we will denote a vector? In every book it is denoted as vector, as suppose A is a vector quantity, so it will denoted by A arrow on its head, means A is a vector quantity and it have a specific direction. Instead of vector A, if I am writing it at A, means I am denoting only magnitude part or scalar part of the quantity. I am denoting only magnitude part of the quantity. So if I put arrow over on its head, so it's a vector quantity. If I writing like that, so it is a scalar quantity. So whenever you are writing, if you are telling me about a vector quantity, arrow is needed very much. You have to give. Now see, we know these things. Another thing is that if I want to state about the value of the vector, means vector quantity has two parts. One is magnitude, another is direction. Means if A is, I want to denote A as vector quantity. Suppose A's value is 5 meter south. 5 meter south means this is the magnitude part and this is the direction part. This one is the magnitude part, this one is the direction part, and together this whole thing used to denote as a vector quantity. So this is the magnitude part, this is the direction part. Clear? So if you want to write, you want to tell me, ma'am, what is the magnitude of this vector? What is the magnitude of this vector? Either you will write like this or like this. This is a very new thing to you. Mod sign. This is called mod or magnitude sign. So if I am writing it like this, means I am telling about magnitude. This is a vector. This is a magnitude part of this vector. This is a vector. This is a magnitude part of the vector. Now position or displacement vector. See, position or displacement vector, whenever I want to calculate, we know displacement is a vector quantity. Displacement means what? The distance covered by a object in a particular direction. Distance covered by a object in a particular direction. That is the position. Now, in class 11 or 12, it is not saying that is not enough, because we need to do the calculation, we need to do the analysis. So how we will calculate position vector? So before position vector, we need the coordinate of their position. Coordinate, you know, xy axis, you pretty much well known about that. Graph you have solved in class 10. So magnitude coordinate we need axis, position. What is the distance from x axis? What is the distance from y axis? So suppose I am drawing it like this. So this is my x axis. This is my y axis. So this one is x axis. This one is y axis. Suppose a point is here. Clear? So the point is moving from origin towards this. So this one is origin. So this is the position. So position vector of this point will be denoted as, suppose I am denoting as R1 with a vector sign. Position vector of this I am denoting as R1. Suppose after few instant the object is here. Which path the object followed? I will not ask right now. So after first object is here, then the object position is here. So how could I calculate the position vector of this object right now? So I will draw another straight line from here to here. So this is the with a direction sign obviously. So this is the position vector for the second position of that point. So this was the object's first position. This is the object for second position. Now I need to calculate what is the how much distance has been covered by the object or what is the displacement of the object. So suppose the first position of the object was P and second position of the object is Q. So I will join these two. Clear? So what will be the position? This will be the direction. Clear? So position vector, right now the displacement, how much displacement has been done? How much displacement has been done? So first the object was here, secondly the object was here. So the displacement vector will be equal to R2 vector minus R1 vector. Mathematically you can write it like that. So what is the displacement? Displacement is R2 minus R1. Now how you will perform this? How will calculate R2 and minus R1? I will show you the vector calculus and vector algebraic rules. Then I will tell you how you will calculate position vector R2 minus R1. Clear? Now I am coming for few specific vector. So this is the position vector of an object. So or displacement vector of the object. If I am going for a next specification, there is another type of vector that is called null vector or zero vector. So second I am going to discuss regarding null vector or zero vector. Null vector or zero vector. See, zero vector doesn't have any kind of significance as such, but there are some important significance. Means if two vectors has equal direction, equal magnitude. Means suppose here I am considering again here. So suppose R2's value and R1's value are equal to each other. R2's value and R1's value are equal to each other. Clear? So if they are equal and if their direction is also equal, then this R2 minus R1 will give me what? A 0. R2 minus R1 will give me a 0. Therefore, if a displacement vector give me a 0, from vector calculus, vector subtraction, if I am getting a 0. So obviously if I am performing my calculation on vector quantity, then obviously as a result I will get a vector quantity. So here this 0 is not a scalar 0, this 0 is a vector 0, this 0 is a vector 0. So this 0 is called a vector quantity over here. So this is called zero vector. Means if zero vector is a vector of zero magnitude and no specific direction. Okay. So if you are doing something, means suppose vector A plus zero vector, what you will get? Again vector A, you will multiply with the zero vector, you will get what? Zero vector again. Clear? So this is zero vector. Why you need this? When we will do further calculation, I will show you. Next, I am coming for equality vector or equal vector. Equality vector or equal vector. As I told you that equal vector means if two or three vectors are specified to same direction. Suppose this is a vector A, this is vector B. So two vectors are going to same direction, and if their magnitudes are same, if two vectors are moving along the same directions and their magnitudes are same, then obviously vector A should equal to vector B. So there it is a equal vector. Suppose two vectors having same magnitude but they are proceeding in opposite direction. So what I can write here? I can write vector A equal to vector B equal to minus of vector C. It is not a negative vector. It is here minus sign denoting that it is a opposite. It is in a opposite direction with same magnitude. Means C vector has the same magnitude or same value with B vector but with the opposite direction. Clear? Here it is negative sign is denoting here opposite direction. Remember in vector calculus, if there is a negative sign, that is also always specify a opposite direction with the first one whom is connected. Next one coming for the addition of vector. Subtraction I told you that R2 minus R1 I will show you. So before going to the subtraction or difference vector, I am first going for addition vector. Now addition of a vector can be done in different way. Addition of a vector can be done in different way. Here or mainly in whole world, two rules are there. One is triangular law of vector addition, another is parallelogram law of vector addition. One is triangular law of vector addition, another is parallelogram law of vector addition.